Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I have just witnessed Birmingham 1, Ipswich Town 0 here at St Andrews on a very cold spring day. Birmingham started in 22nd with quite a lot to play for. Ipswich starting the first leg of the Mick McCarthy farewell tour in 13th place, and all they really have to play for is to finish above Norwich, and really that kind of showed today. Birmingham with the lesser spotted 4-4-2, Stockdale in goal, Harding, Morrison, Dean and Colin the back four, Jota on the right, Keefton Beld and Davis in centre midfield, excuse me. Magoma down the left, Jutkovic and Adams up front, old school 4-4-2. McCarthy unchanged from Bristol City, seems a long time ago given what's happened. Bart in goal, three centre halves, Carter, Vickers, Chambers, Webster, right wing back Spence, left wing back Knudsen, Skews and Connolly holding in centre midfield with Ward a little bit further forward, Waghorn and Sears up front. Excuse me, I keep sniffing, sorry, it's been really cold. Horrible start for Ipswich, 1 minute in, and the free kick for Birmingham floated in. Morrison, biggest guy there, gets completely left unmarked at the back post. He heads it back into the middle, it gets flipped on, and Knudsen's running back covering, he reads it well, volleys it out with his right foot, could have scored straight away. Jota has a dribble, beats Connolly, blasts it over from 25 yards. Magoma with a corner on 9, headed clear, volleyed back through the crowd by Davis. Birmingham start quite well. Ipswich noticeably kind of tip-tappy out from the back and fairly sort of relaxed, and that's going to be a theme for today. Birmingham top for the first 10, but it's on 20 minutes that we get the first goal, and big props to Stockdale in goal for Birmingham because it's a brilliant throw out. He actually spins it around. I forget who the Ipswich player was, it probably would have been Spence on the right. So Magoma's now got it just inside the halfway line. He's going to run at Carter Vickers. He comes inside and then he goes outside him, and he does Carter Vickers, so he is culpable. He gets behind him, then he cuts back across him. I don't like it, but we all know how this works. Carter Vickers kind of reaches out, Magoma is running at pace, Carter Vickers touches Magoma, Magoma goes down. That's how it works. You touch him while he's running, down he goes, penalty, and you can't really argue with it. I know it's annoying because it's hardly even, nowadays, hardly even a pull or any kind of contact, just an arm up like that, and it's a penalty, but Magoma did skin Carter Vickers and get the wrong side. And I always like the Alex Ferguson quote, trust your goalkeeper, let him make the save, especially when he's as good as Bart. But there you go, penalty to Birmingham on 19. Jota steps up, he's going to take it left-footed. Good dive by Bart, he goes the right way, dives to his left-hand side, but Jota puts it right in the corner, I think in the side netting, and Birmingham have the lead on 19 minutes. Ward down the right, good cross by him. Spencer's got forward, has a volley, it kind of flies up in the air. That's cleared, and Connolly gets the follow-up. And his shot is deflected wide. First effort on goal, Ipswich, 23 minutes that took. Ward with a tame left footer with Waghorn, well positioned. I'm clutching for shots here. Throw in from Birmingham on the left, curler right footed by Adams. Bart dives left. Jota gets a brilliant little flick to redirect it, but the big pole sticks out his right foot as he's diving the wrong way. It's a great save by the new international goalie for Poland, maybe going to the World Cup with saves like that. Maybe he should be. 36, Magoma's corner, swinging in on Bart. He misses his punch, just as I said something nice about him. Goes all the way across through the 6-yard box, and Morrison's up at the back post, kind of bounces up into his face. He can't do anything with it. Keefton Belt smashes one over from 25 yards. Jutkovic gets behind a minute later, but he's way too slow to be able to get his shot off. Bit of a target man, Jutkovic, rather than a quick player. You can see from, it's half time by the way, you can see from the first half that Birmingham with a better side. I don't want to sound sour grapes here. Birmingham are not good. but they had intensity and they had focus. They lined up their back four, their two midfielders worked. The difference they had from Ipswich in that first half was just a bit of flair from Magoma and Jota, so two that could make a difference. Other than that, you can see why they're down there, and you know, Monk's obviously gone for a very straightforward system and try and get those two guys on the ball, and it worked, because a flair player for Birmingham gets behind, skins an Ipswich defender and wins a penalty, and the other flair player has got the temperament and the skill to put the penalty in. So that was the difference. Was disappointed with Ipswich. It's all very well playing out from the back, but if the opponents are going to back off and sit and let you have it, it's not going to do anything, is it? And it looked very relaxed, and I know this term's going to get trotted out, very end of term, end of school now. Now McCarthy's going, and I hope the rest of the season is not like that. Ward, I like Ward, but that was disappointing. Ward was entrusted ahead of Skuse and Connolly as the kind of guy who's going to set up the chances for Waghorn and Sears. They got no service at all, and the ball into centre midfield is not there for the centre halves. Birmingham midfield dropped off and nothing coming from there. So system didn't really work in the first half. Unfortunately though for Birmingham, they came out and they didn't know in the second half whether to push on for a second goal or you know, actually say no, what we have we hold, and they kind of did neither nor, and that made the second half pattern a bit long-winded for them. Birmingham was sleeping from the throw in here on 49, Webster to Knudsen. Decent cross. Spence is marked, so he can't get a good header on it, and that header goes wide. Great play by Knudsen on 53. Actually drops his shoulder on Jota and gets a yard, puts the cross in again. Spence, bit freer this time, heads it over. 54 minutes, Ward comes out and Selina comes in. Probably the right sub, I would say. As I say, I'm a fan of Ward. Didn't work today. He didn't live up to that position in the front of the midfield. And a few sarcastic cheers. Mick's leaving now, so I don't think that's necessary. Good sub, I think. Sorry, I keep sniffing. I'm really struggling with a runny nose here. In fact, I'm going to pause and blow it. My nose is blown. I'm a man with a very big nose, so I struggle with things like this. We're on 54 minutes. Skuse, great through ball here for Sears, kind of half volleys it through. Sears running through, hits him on the shoulder, and I thought that was going to be Freddie's luck, but it does still run for him into his path. He drives forward, gets the shot in, but it's blocked out. Up for a corner, comes out to Knudsen that corner and hit high and wide. Yellow for Harley Dean. Really comedy one this. Bart's running out to try and take a quick throw after a corner, and I love you, Bart, but it was a really funny dive by him. Like, Dean runs in front of him and he falls over, and the silly referee fell for it, so comedy yellow card there. Birmingham are dropping deeper and deeper now. We're 66. Selina slides it into Waghorn. Waghorn, the only decent service really got all game. He works the defender, hits it left foot. I don't think Stockdale expected the shot to come through, and he quickly flips his hand up and pushes away. Good play by Waghorn, good play by Selina. Selina working better in that position than Ward did, I have to say. Birmingham counter though, and Jota drives inside from the right onto Jutkovic. Good chance, bit of space for him for once, hits it left footed. Bart full dive, and it hits that post they have behind the goal, holding the net up. A few people where we were sitting thought it had gone in. Skuse gets booked for a slide tackle on Jutkovic. Strange one there. Didn't look a bad one, but yellow for Skuse. Hyam comes in for Connolly. Jota with the corner. Good climb from Jutkovic. Bart tips it over that. Good play by everyone there. Carriol, finally we get to see him after he went off injured at Sheffield Wednesday. He comes in for Sears, and so it's this 3-4-3 that we saw in the win at Preston. Waghorn is central. Well, Carriol started to his left and Selina to his right, although they did switch over after a point. Davis gets a yellow for dissent. The referee unpopular with both sets of fans, actually. Carriol dribble forward, left-footed cross by him. Good run in from Hyam. Cross comes in just a bit behind him, and he tries to volley it, and I think it hits the defender and then hits Hyam again and goes out. Good position. You can see Ipswich not really creating a lot, and they continue to not create a lot for the rest of the game. Just a few substitutions, and Dye comes in, Dacus Cobley comes in, Webster gets a yellow, and Lowe comes in, and Ipswich didn't force any chances after that Hyam one on 79 minutes when chasing the game. So bit of a tepid surrender from Ipswich. Like I say, I'm very worried about now that McCarthy's announced he's gone there. I don't know if there's a lack of focus, but definite lack of intensity today. What are they playing for? They don't know who they're playing for next season. They don't know where they're going to be next season. They're in the middle of the table. They're not going up. They're not going down. I think the only challenge is to finish above Norwich, which would make a lot of Ipswich supporters happy. You know, small mercies. But yeah, real tepid surrender. And as I said, I don't think Birmingham are that great, but they deserved the win, really, because because they scored one more goal than Ipswich. But just that first half, they took the game to them, took the lead, and then said, look, come and score, and Ipswich didn't have enough to do it. For Birmingham, the difference, as I said, was Magoma and Jota there. I don't know how many home games Birmingham have got, and I don't know how I think it's Hull result went today, so whether they're out of the bottom three or not, I do not know. They didn't play amazing football today. They could still go down, they could still go up. Sometimes you see a team play and you think, no, you're definitely not going down, but they weren't amazing today, but they got the win, and they've got match winners, Jota and Magoma there, so I've got to give some praise, but they didn't have to do a lot to beat Ipswich today. And I think Monk is doing the right thing, just keeping it simple. 4-4-2. The fullbacks didn't break the line very much. The two centre midfielders sat there, and you got a big guy up front, and you got two wingers who can dribble, and that's what will get them out and staying tight. Don't know whether they're going to stay up or not. Very interested in the comments from Birmingham fans. Let me know what you think. Was that a good performance based on what you've seen this season, or can they do better? What I will say about Birmingham is I know they've sold 4,800 tickets for the next game against Bolton, so there is a bit of a buzz and a bit of a supporter kind of drive to get them out, and I do admire that. Star guy for them has to be Magoma, really. He's the one that made the difference, and he was their most dangerous attacking player, really. Him and Jota, the only attacking threat. For Ipswich, not a good day, and when it's not a good day, I tend to either say Chambers or Skews. Skews was the best player there, tried to keep things going. I have to have one moan, though, and it's just about the standards of the team. And I don't know whether I should be narked by this, but I kept seeing Ipswich players give the ball away and miscommunicate something, and then one of them stick their thumb up to the other, and the other one stick their thumb up. And I get why they're doing it. Like they're saying, okay, nice try, but that didn't work. But I kind of want to see someone like a Jim Magilton, who wouldn't accept that, had higher standards, would be screaming and shouting and moaning rather than these thumbs up. It's all a little bit nicey there, and I don't know who's upholding the standards on the pitch there. Chambers does it. Sometimes I complain about Chambers for screaming too much, but yeah, just not enough intensity to win that game, and a lot of little thumbs up. I'll give Skews the star man by default. Neat and tidy, made good interceptions. I would like to see Carayel and Selina, one of those two, get into the team. The 3-5-2 with three centre midfielders doesn't seem to be working. There's not enough of an outlet. I think you need to drop a forward out. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be Sears, and offer more of an outlet to the three centre backs and the wing backs when they have the ball in the first phase of an attack, so they can either give it to a Selina or Carayel. I think that will work better than the three guys in midfield. Doesn't seem to be working. Maybe we'll see that against Millwall. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're a Birmingham fan, hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you think you got enough to stay up. If you're an Ipswich fan, what do we want from the Mick McCarthy farewell tour? Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom, and it'll be a third match in 4 days. Millwall coming to Portman Road in brilliant form. Looking forward to that on Monday, so we will see you then. Thank you and goodbye.